Please look over at Tracer.
Oh boy. Hey, it has been a while. Yeah, I was supposed to come back September 17th, and I never returned. But, it's not your fault. It's not you. It's me. All that kind of thing. Nah, I was just, well, hold on a sec. Let me get out of here, because that is irritating. So yeah, I should probably explain myself. I was just... It's a combination of things. One, I was just kind of not having some fun for a while there. It was kind of... the Spider-Man thing kind of got to me. I was enjoying that, and I just wanted to play that, and I didn't want to... And that seemed to be the worst streams I've ever had, was playing Spider-Man, which is strange, because it's like the best fucking game ever made. Or so it seems, or it's how it feels anyway. So, yeah, I just took some time off. It was only supposed to be a week, wound up being closer to a month, and I decided in that time that there were a lot of people who were telling me that they couldn't watch because it was late in the evenings when I do them, and they'd be in bed by now because we're all 80. Nah, I'm just teasing you. I love you guys. I'm the freak that goes to sleep at like 4 in the morning. So what do you want? Anyway, so yeah. So you know, the schedule that I was keeping wasn't working for other people, and I had a lot of stuff with my day job where I just needed that time. I couldn't. I just couldn't get myself to keep taking off the time that I wanted for this. And I know what you're thinking. It's 9 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, I work weird hours. I live weird hours. So this is just the way it is. So 9 and 10 were basically the best times for me if I was going to do it at all. And even then, it was still kind of getting not working out too well. So but I have been thinking about it. I keep missing. I keep having that void that I need filled, and this was doing it for me, and I stopped doing it, so the void was being voidier, and I just gotta, you know, I said I was gonna keep doing it, but I'll do it just randomly. I don't give a shit. They tell you one of the most important things is keep a schedule, you know, and stick to it, blah 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 blah. Truth is, nobody gives a fuck about this. I did it from like April until, you know, the beginning of September, whenever Spider-Man 4 came out. I was doing it all that time, and it never attracted an attention. I don't know, maybe I'm just boring, maybe I'm, you know, whatever. And that's fine. You know, and it's funny. It's a little, I don't want to say it's a lie I told myself, but I don't think it was intentional. I think when I said that I wanted to do this just for fun, I didn't want to, you know, of course you want to, you know, grow the channel and become, you know, and try to become something more than just, you know, just somebody, you know, not professionally or anything like that, but, you know, just for fun. You want to see it take off, be popular, do something, enjoy and entertain people. You know, and if you don't see that kind of thing right off, not right off, but after, you know, that much time, I'm told that there are people who've done it for years and never got it, and that's fine. I just don't have I don't want to say I don't have the patience. I want to say that I don't know if that's where I want to invest all that time. I mean, I had fun, and I'm still having fun. I'm gonna like I said, I'm coming back to it, but it's just not a good return ratio on the investment put in, is what I'm getting at, I guess. It's like I get something out of it personally, but I'm also wasting like 2 or 3 hours. Wait a minute, no, it's like 9 to 10 hours a week on that. And I have other, you know, things I want to get into. I mean, it's like just recently I started taking up photography. You know, I used to be into it like around 2007, 2008, and then I gave it up because for reasons. And now I just started getting back into it. And I'm like playing with, I have a mirrorless DSLR that I've always wanted to get into a higher tier of camera than, the Walmart special you buy for like $100 at, you know, off the shelf. wanted to get into something a little better. I've been enjoying. I mean, I was using my cell phone for a while, and that was working out great. It's got a great camera on it, but I wanted to get serious, and that means it's an investment of time and of and finances and stuff like that. So I mean, it's just that there's other stuff I wanted to do than play games, and yeah, I don't know. I guess and here's the thing: it's only 2 hours a night, for three days a night. There's that I was doing. It wasn't really that much time, so I don't know. Maybe I'm full of shit. Maybe I'm just looking for excuses. Whatever. Point is, I did at least do the photography thing, and that's coming out all right. If you have any interest in that, dude, I put a link in the under the where the webcam would have been, 47.xyz. It's my contact page. It's got everything on there. It's got my Twitter. It's got all that. And there's a Smug Mug link at the bottom. A friend of mine introduced me to him. I used to be big into Flickr back in the late 2000s, back before Yahoo bought them. And I loved that site. That was great. And then Yahoo bought them and ruined the shit out of it. They made that. And I was a paying customer too, man. I paid like $40 a month or whatever it was. Not a month, a year or whatever it was. But I was a paying. It's not much, but I was a paying customer, And they just totally pulled the rug out from me, man. And they ruined it. So I went away from that. And but Smug Mug apparently bought Flickr, but they're their own image hosting service. Anyway, pretty good site. Got a shit ton of my new photos and stuff like that. I'm using it just for that. And wow, I just got way off track, didn't I? Anyway. So yeah, so what I'm probably gonna be doing more things like this stream. I didn't announce it. It's not on a schedule. I didn't even post it on Twitter that I'm doing this. I'm just like, fuck it. I don't care. Oh, and I'm not on Facebook anymore. I had I was using the name, my real first name, Toby. It's a terrible name. And 47 as a last name, because I didn't feel comfortable having my full actual name, because sometimes I give conservatives shit. Well, I said not conservatives, but alt-right assholes some shit. And I don't need to give them clues to my actual thing so they can fucking dox me, although I just gave you a thing that has a list of my contact things. So what am I doing? I have no idea. I'm truly a contradiction. Anyway, so I didn't want to give them an immediate access to my actual name, even though 5 minutes of even the most trivial investigative work would figure it out. But anyway, apparently I was doing that in a couple. Actually, I've had a couple of different names. I think I was using like XY, ZZY, Ziziggy, or whatever. That was that's from Zork, by the way. That's some fun old school for you. Yeah, and I was using that for a while for my last name, and I used something else. Yeah, his point is I've been doing this for about a year now, at least, using a false last name, and apparently somebody must have reported it, because all of a sudden I'm in the middle of doing something, and then I hit refresh, and the page is like, "Oh, you've been logged out because of a problem with your name. We don't think you're who you say you are. We need you to," and it was all this really condescending language about how I had to be using my real name, and this is a community where everybody should be using their real identities, and if you somehow don't feel comfortable using your name, here's a list of pre-approved reasons, and if it's like if I'm not like in the witness protection program or some shit, then it's not good enough for them. They want your real name. And then they've locked your account at that point. It's an account I've had since like 2006, I think. Yeah, no, 2006. That was a 12-year-old account. And they locked me out of it. I was like, holy shit, are you kidding me? Then when I got, and then I started to go through the process, and apparently they unlocked the account, but they gave me like a week to get my shit in order to give them pre-approved papers that, you know, it's kind of like when you go to the DMV and they want like forms of ID for you. You know, they'll say like an envelope from your dentist or some shit, or your you know, grocery store card, or, you know, what loyalty card, no, or whatever concrete evidence you're who you say you are. They were presenting that shit to me. Fucking Facebook, the meme machine. I mean, it's a glorified meme machine and advertising system. And you got the fucking balls to go show me your papers? Fuck you. I mean, I understand that they want to get the names, you know, that they want to get people using their real names so that there's accountability. It doesn't fucking work. There is no such thing. There's no accountability with any of this. I mean, if I just create an account called John Smith, I'm fucking John Smith, and that's not going to attract any attention except for being, you know, an obvious name like John Smith. But you get the point, you know. And you know, and there's plenty of people who are complete pricks who use their real name because they don't give a shit. The people that they're defending against are not the ones, the ones that they're forcing to. It's, you know, it's like the whole. Oh fuck it. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. Point is, I went to instead of spending that time getting my documents in order, I just basically said my goodbyes. And I put up a list of all the places you can contact me and all the people that I want to continue to be in contact with and all that shit. And I just started deleting old content and going through and locking posts and all that shit. Trying to delete, and that was a hell of a ride. There was supposedly an extension that would do it, but when I tried to use the extension, it worked like maybe 10% of the time. So I'd go through and say delete everything from 2007, and it would delete like every fourth post. I guess apparently Facebook had updated the page that this tool was using to process it, and I guess they didn't update the extension yet, so it was kind of like half working. So anyway, all that happened, and yeah, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff I could tell you about, but it doesn't really matter because you don't care and I don't either. It is done, or it is not on Facebook. There is a I mean, in that stuff I didn't mention, I have another account that I use to manage some other business pages and stuff like that. That you know, so it's not like if I really fucking wanted to, I could get back on Facebook. That wouldn't. There's nothing at this point in time. There is. Despite that whole story, there is nothing keeping me from going back. Except for the fact that I'm happier without it. I don't miss it. I miss people. I miss some of the stuff that they, you know, keeping, you know, I mean, there's close friends on there that I like seeing. You know, I normally hate baby pictures and shit. I don't give a fuck about your kid, but there is a few people for whom I really do care about their kid. It's like baby photos and shit like that. Don't give a fuck. Everybody's got them. But if I like you and you're my friend, I somehow really, really care. And I love fucking baby photos. So I so if you're in that circle of people I care about, you know, then that's cool. But this is so fucking random. Oh boy. Anyway. So yeah, that's kind of catching you up on where I am. So we're going to try to do more things like this. Just random shit. Like right now, I just in the mood for Overwatch, and there's no reason not to stream it. And I kind of want to keep the page, the Twitch account active, or at least because my list of entries is going down. As they delete the old stuff. I don't know what I want to do for a game, though. I've been really getting this itch. See, I always talk about this, what game I want to play next, and I never follow through. But in my head right now, I beat Spider-Man. And that was so good. You have no freaking idea. Oh my god, it's so goddamn good. Beat Spider-Man, and then I at this point I have this real craving to go and play Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Not the previous one, not the piss yellow one, which I love. I love that look. I don't care, whatever. But I want to play Mankind Divided, the more current one, for numerous reasons. So that's, but I'm kind of feeling guilty about going back to games I've already played. I have so many I haven't. But that is easily enough rambling. Let's play some games. So yeah, we got the, as you've been seeing here, we got the Halloween Overwatch stuff. Ah, man. So we're gonna go through and try to get some of these loot boxes, win some of these here. I usually like just do them in 3 chunks. Win 3, done for the evening, then do 3 more later in the week, and then do the last 3 towards the weekend. Just kind of works out that way. Because I kind of feel like I had my fill by then. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'm just gonna... we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll see what kind of a mood I'm in when I get done with 3 of these. But, let's do an easy one. Although, an easy, loot box, that is. It's pretty much a guaranteed win. But I won't be this lame later. I'll go and play something a little more interesting, like the Mystery Heroes, that kind of thing. Because Junkenstein's Revenge is pretty much just give me a loot box. If you play it on normal. You just do 3 of these and gone.
Our tale begins in
But I won't do that. So they retooled Torbjorn. Torbjorn now has a turret that you can throw. Oh, wait, I bet the game is really loud. But it has a turret that you can throw now. And it's kind of cool. It's actually kind of cool. I didn't expect I was going to like that. And one thing I don't miss, or I do miss, is I can't create armor for my team anymore. I used to love doing that. It was like I just throw an armor pack at them and kind of help my team. Now there's nothing like that. Torbjorn instead, for his the key that would throw the armor pack, now it basically well, let's see if we can pull it up here. Yeah, here we go. Now it does this thing called overload, and it basically gives him additional armor temporarily. Oh, okay, we're waiting for another guy to come in. It basically gives him armor temporarily and increases his speed and reload speed and his firing speed. So he basically becomes like this hyperactive tank for like 4 seconds. Which is kind of interesting. Because now it means I can just run around and escape from people when I'm overwhelmed, which is kind of nice. Yeah, it's always that one last holdout. It doesn't click ready. Oh well. See, because now I can just go like this, plop it down, run away, let that do its job while I do shit. And if I want to move it, I can actually move it a little bit. I basically redeploying it. And I don't know what the rules are. I think it's basically that it's not supposed to be either. It's if it's being attacked. Oh, look at that! That's hovering over the box. If it's being attacked, it won't. Or if it's an operation, you can't move it. Here, let's do this. See, here's the E key. He moves a little faster, not a lot, but usually it's enough to get out of the way, get you out of danger. And then he's got this. You know, we're gonna wait for a boss for this. But his ultimate is now fucking sweet. Help this guy out. Yeah, the only problem with Junkenstein's Revenge at this point is that yeah, they've updated it a little bit because the some of the classes that the bosses, the mini bosses, how some of those work are now retooled a bit. Like Symmetra now, she throws turrets. I don't think she no, she doesn't throw turrets in Junkenstein, but she has the ultimate that puts up the big force field and all that. So they had to retool some of the mini bosses for that here. But the only problem is that it doesn't change that much. I think they they loosened the class restrictions. So it's like now I'm playing Torbjorn. I actually wait. Was Torbjorn in the first iteration of Duncanstein's Revenge? I can't remember. But regardless, there's classes. It's like I can play Tracer legally. It's like you used to be able to play any of the classes if you were playing on custom server. Like here we go. Bastard. But it puts out this lava on the ground. The floor is lava. That's kind of nice. It's an area denial attack. It's, I'll tell you, it done at the right time, right place, it can be fucking devastating. Hooey. So yeah, anyway, as I was saying, you can play Tracer now and all that without being on a custom server, and so they loosened up class restrictions, but it's not really that interesting. It's fun, but essentially there's a formula. It's like, yeah, one guy up there, one guy over there, usually the middle lane, and I don't know, but make sure you get a Torb, you're good to go. Alright, we get the shock tower. Thought they were getting overwhelmed here. Ah, damn. I was hoping I would have got that. Yeah, I turned off the webcam for tonight. I just got that not so fresh feeling. And kind of retooling things. Kind of rearranged the room a bit too, so you're in for a surprise. It's so exciting. Alright, here comes Fat Boy. There we go. He loves it. Feels good. Nah, come on. Get back over there, Porky. Get in the fucking lava. Get the fuck in there. Ah, you son of a bitch. Here we go. Oh yeah, I am a Viking, aren't I? Forgot about that. I forgot about that. He's kind of a Viking, right? Yeah, sort of. What am I saying? Of course he is. It builds up quick, though, I'll tell you that, my ultimate. I can definitely feel like there's going to be some tweaking in the next patch for this. There's times he feels really overpowered. But, I mean, I enjoy it, but clearly not everybody does. We'll see. And maybe they won't. I mean, I think he plays fine, but certain times he feels bad. But I think you can chalk those up to like just bad teammates. Not bad teammates, but bad composition or whatever. Whatever you want to call it. Hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot.
She was never trusted.
Thank you, kindly.
You're welcome, sir. It's kind of cheap. Eliminated Zomnic, and it's like all I do is hit him with like one rivet. And I would still get credit for it. Kind of feels like a participation trophy.
Oh,
man.
As the battle raged, Dr. Junkenstein himself made a grand appearance.
a marvel of
There we go, here's the boy.
Dr. Jameson Junkenstein.
Oh, he loves it. Viking and heroes. Oh, this asshole. Oh man, you got to see the some of the custom servers that have like the 500% and the super speed and all that shit. Oh man, playing it on this is insanity. Reaper is like just constantly phasing out, so it takes like 10 minutes to kill the guy because you're just taking him off by like percentages or fragments every time. I'm ready for a shock. Let me get to it. It would be nice if this is randomized a bit. I think that's part of the problem. It's that it's a set pattern. It's like you start out, you get Reaper, then you get Symmetra, then you get Junkin, then you get Fat Boy. I can't think of his name. But it's the same. It's the same sequence of characters. It's not really. It'd be nice if it was a little more roguelike, a little more unpredictable. That'd be fun. Should probably play some of those tonight. 500% insanity matches. Fucking crazy. The witch. Which witch? That witch. Oh, snap. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Dancing my shit. Dancing my Viking Jews. There you go. Skeet, skeet, skeet.
One last laugh. Dr. Junkenstein fell from the balcony to the flagstones and as the last of his laughter echoed from the walls of the castle, the battle was over, and the castle had been saved.
Zabrude, hey, leave. I mentioned on Twitter, man, it's like if I don't see my own play of the game, I don't care. I mean, unless I'm in a good mood and I'm like, let's see some quality action. I just don't give a shit. And it's not their fault. It's just, I don't care. That's why I'd like to see like a personal play of the game at the end, an optional thing. Or it's like, want to see what your play of the game was? My play of the game? Fuck yeah, let's see it. Let's see what show me that cool action thing that happened earlier. Show me how I was kicking ass for that 5 seconds before I get steamrolled. That I'd like to see. And I'd stick around. And if you could play it while we're queuing up something else, that would be fucking sweet. You know, you're waiting for the game. Meanwhile, here's that thing that happened a minute ago. While you're waiting. That'd be kind of cool.
Once the mission starts, no more messing around.
Oh, looks like the Aperture logo in there. Almost. Very Portal 2 feel there. Definitely feeling kind of a bit of a lagginess here.
Ever get that feeling of deja vu?
Wonder if the stream is just not working out well with this.
Attackers incoming. At your service. Defend objective A.
I found you.
So this is Mr. Heroes, by the way. So whoa, ho, ho, ho. And these headphones do not have any bass. It's not terrible. I'll do it. God, I hate a good Genji. Well, she may not be, but I'm just saying, I hate a good Genji. Ah, fuck. Yeah, it was a given. And just as a disclaimer, I'm not a great player. I play. I have my moments. But I generally suck. Yeah, we're gonna lose this one. Although I've seen matches like this where the first point was taken really quick, and the second one was just kind of a. Yeah, we were better closer to the point than away. That's all. We'll see. What do they call this? The first when you have the 3 segments there. Ah, fuck you. I'm terrible with the hook, man. Oh, there we go. That's nice. Oh, see? Terrible with the hook. Who is fucking shooting? Alright. There we go. Fuck you, Grandma. Oh. Shit, shit, shit. Aw. Put Porky to sleep. Nah, see, I just fucking suck. I'm terrible. Just bumbling around. Oh, here we go. Here's my fucking boy. There's got to be a name for that, man. Those 3 segments that make up the point capturing. I gotta look into that. I'm kind of curious.
I'm on fire.
Help! No, seriously, fucking help! I am on fire. Okay, that fucking.
60 seconds remaining. No one can hide.
Fucking Tracer is really pissing me off. If that's the same one from before. Oh, look at this. Ah, you little fuck. So I don't want to keep it in here. It's just gonna get. Let the dragon consume me. Yeah, see, they're just gonna do that. Fuck. Keep this guy up. Yeah, we got it.
Victory.
All right. Let's try, kid.
Play of the game.
Nobody cares. Play of the game. Please don't make me Tracer. I'll tell you, I would love... I mean, I know that the whole point of these kind of mystery things is to get people to potentially play classes they're not good at. Which is clever. You know, it's nice, because then you get, you know, if you got a guy who's like a fucking Master Genji, you know, it's like, hey, he's gonna play Genji all the time, you're gonna have a bad time. Potentially. You know, but if they're forced to play, like, fucking Torb and they don't know how to do them properly, then, you know, makes for a more interesting game. But, man, I wish you could go and say, here are 3 classes I don't ever want to be. I'll be anything else, but I won't be these 3. Or limited to 3 to something like that. And I think I would throw Genji on there. I'm a terrible Genji. I've never been able to really kind of...
Keep an eye on your health and call someone.
I've really never been able to find my groove with him. I would also never want to be Winston. Fucking hate him. I like the character, hate him. I mean, let me reword that. Like the character, can't stand the class. I do not find him fun. Oh, man. We gotta get that little rolly bastard.
Time to
see if it can give me some quad damage.
Time to raise my EPM.
Yeah, we got it. So yeah, let's see. Genji, Winston.
Commence attack on objective B.
I don't know. I don't know who else I'd. Hey, boy. No, what am I doing? No. Oh, I fucking suck. Oh, I can't believe I fucking did that.
Heroes never die.
I'm absolutely goddamn stupid. Oh. Oh, I can't believe I blew that, man. Dude, how come I can never get out of it? Fuck. Oh, man. Just totally fucking this up. Oh, man. That nuke killed me, man. Can't believe it. Oops.
Enemy turret ahead.
Let's try to be a pain in the ass and back here while my ult builds.
Enemy turret destroyed.
Although I kind of like her gun. When I actually hit something anyway.
Mecha activated. Now show them.
Oh, fucking turret. Fuck.
Activated.
Little... Dude, are you fucking following me?
Fully operational.
Motherfucking Torb. Unbelievable. You little bastard. I can't believe you did that. We gotta get that turret out of there. Ideally, we'd get the fucking Torb. No. Fuck. Come on. What the fuck is it with me in corners lately? God damn it. Son of a bitch. I've been doing that like a lot. It's like I'll go move backwards. And I'll just get myself like backed into a corner and look like a fucking noob.
Use caution.
So if I go, I know what's gonna happen. If I go that way, I'm just gonna get hit by that turret. Which the turret is not there. I really try to do things that are unexpected now. I try to think about where they're going to expect me and possibly just go and kill myself for no reason. It doesn't always work. I usually fail. Whatever. There we go.
From above. Target eliminated. Enemy turret down.
Like here, I want to try to make them think that I'm coming from that way. Oh, son of a bitch! Make them think that there's activity from that side road, or from that side room, and then come around a different way. Oh, fuck. This is the other class that I would have added. Roadhog. I just don't enjoy him. That would be my third. Do not fucking random me with him.
Enemy turret ahead.
For lack of better,
Enemy turret destroyed.
see if we can just get this Ryan's, son of a bitch. So at least these guys are distracted, at least. Of course, that wasn't taken advantage of, no doubt. Ah, Brian. See, it would have been a toss-up between Roadhog and Brian. I like Brian. I just,
Feel certain in the morning.
60 seconds remaining.
I have to play him more, play him properly. And that means not rushing in and trying to pin people. Oh, see, I have 16 health. What the fuck? I'm an idiot. Oh, shit.
Justice reigns from above.
Bastion. Slow-ass Bastion.
10 seconds remaining.
It's not quit.
Come on, boy.
Enemy turret
In there.
ahead.
Pointless.
Defeat.
Yeah. Nah, what are you gonna do? Besides, play better. Alright, let's try it again. Brrr.
Traveling to Numbani.
Boy. So anyway, went to
Together, we are
New York City
strong.
Comic-Con. I believe that was first week of October? Second week? First week? First week? I think it was first week.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun. I hadn't been to New York City in a while. And well, actually, that's not true. I first went in 2003. For the first time ever, I went and went to the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And that was back when I had some serious back problems. And we walked from Grand Central to the museum.
Objective A.
And that killed my back, man. That was, if that didn't kill me, I don't know what would. But it was really a hell of a trip. Let's try and get this fucking... What am I doing? Get him, monkey boy. Oh my god. Yeah, we gotta get those guys out of there to the corner. That's pretty bad. Let's see if we can get these sentries out of there. Oh! Yeah, there were only so many directions she could have came from.
Sniper, be careful.
But yeah, no, and I went to the Metropolitan Museum of Art back in 2003-ish, 2004-ish. And, you know, and I hadn't been back there since. And it was surprised I survived it at the time. But, anyway, yeah, so it'd been a long time since then. And then the next time I went was actually this year. I went to, B-Sides, New York. Oh yeah. There we go. Man, I never really appreciated her ability to absorb damage. But yeah, so this year around, I think it was back in January? Somewhere thereabouts? I think, yeah, it was the end of January. Very cold. We gotta get out of here. Let's go. this one. So yeah, B-Sides New York, which is a like a network security conference. A lot of gray and/or black and/or white hats. Wait, why was I getting healed, man?
My ultimate is ready.
My ultimate is charging.
And that was fun, but I'd say the only downside to it was...
I'm on the objective. Take cover.
Oh, Tracer. Fuck off. Ah, fuck. It was inevitable. Was, we were kind of in a hurry, and I was, the person I was with really knew the area, so I didn't really have a lot of time to kind of, like, slow down and really enjoy, the sights and all that stuff. So it was fine. I still had a fun time. I mean, we were walking like crazy. Definitely much better in the back department. So my health was definitely improved. What a difference. But anyway, yeah, so this time, Museum of Art, or not Museum of Art, New York City Comic Con. There we go. New York City Comic Con, I took my time, I got there early-ish. And I got to walk around, walk all the way from Grand Central to the Javits Center. And just took a shit ton of photos, because that's what I do now. I take lots of photos like a fucking shutterbug, irritating Japanese tourist.
I am moving the payload.
Man, these headphones have no bass. I don't know why I'm chasing that hamster.
No power down. Get in there.
Buckle up. Disco slinger's loaded.
Shit. It's the other class I'm not good at. Yeah, what a surprise. But yeah, no, it took my time. Got to walk around town, take photos, got to see a whole bunch of stuff. The New York Public Library. That was fun. I mean, I only saw the outside of it, but it was fun because it's pretty. And, and yes, just because it's Ghostbusters, I'll admit it. Oh, come on, move this thing, man. There we go. Somebody was taking wedding photos in front of it. It was really cool. But I got a whole shit ton of really great photos. Or not great, but I mean, for me, from my perspective, they were great. I was happy to get a lot of these shots. Oh, get that fucking Mercy. Yes! It was worth it.
Together, we are
So yeah, the New York City Comic Con. It was fun. It was, you know, I gotta say, I mean, it was a huge. I think it's like the #2. It's got to be the #2 comic book convention in the U.S. I think. I don't know if that's true. It's like whenever somebody says, "Oh, I went to Comic Con," usually they're talking about San Diego Comic Con, or they're talking about. Oh, you fuck.
Payload secure. Move out.
Come on, there we go. On you! Come on, you old fuck. Ah, fuck, I hate when that happens. Reload. But yeah, no, it was, I didn't have a problem at this one. But last year I went to Rhode Island Comic Con. And that was like, that was the worst comic convention experience I'd ever had. It was Rhode Island Comic Con. It was, just way too packed. Oh, fuck off! That was graceful. What a prick. God damn it. Anyway, yeah, it was way too... Rhode Island Comic-Con last year was way too packed. It was absolutely unpleasant. And I think there were more... But it was the venue that they were having. It was just way too... it wasn't... of course. Of course. It just wasn't enough room for the amount of people that they sold tickets to, basically. And I was not... And I can get into way more on that, because that's one of my most irritating moments in my life was going to that fucking convention. And I got a lot to bitch about, but I'm not going to. Mostly because I've bitched about it about 1 million times in the past anyway, and I'm kind of bitched out. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm not really on my game tonight. That's alright. But this New York City Comic-Con earlier this month, I think there must have been way more people. But it was a huge venue, and it didn't feel like you were suffocating. It didn't feel like you were in like a train car full of beef. But so from that perspective, it was really a lot of fun. Yeah. Always tip your healer, boys. Ah, boy. Well, let's keep at it just in case. So yeah, next year, New York City Comic-Con, definitely on my list, man. I am doing that again. Oh, don't make me Tracer. Oh, what an ugly fucking skin. What the fuck is she supposed to be?
Let's get you healed up.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling network lag here, man. Let me see if I can turn on the tools here. Let's see. I have no idea what the tools are. Let's see, we get the frame rate turned on, GPU temperature, network latency. Turn on these things here, and 80 millisecond latency.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I have to keep an eye on that for next time.
Watch out for that turret!
Oh, we got a lot of torbs. Holy shit! Oh shit! I didn't even see that guy.
Justice ain't gonna dispense it.
And one of the things when I go to these conventions, one of the things I always never take advantage of are the talks, man. I just go and it's like, here, let me just buy some things, and then I leave. And that's a complete waste, man. One of the video game conventions I went to last year, I think it was retro shit. I can't remember. I wonder if I can stun him from that distance. But Retro World Expo, I think. I ended up finally saying, fuck it, I'm going to a talk. I never do this. And I went to, and I saw a couple of the guys from Mortal Kombat. Some of the, mocap guys. Fuck. Two of the mocap guys. I think, one that played Johnny Cage, and, I don't know, I'd have to look at it again. And that was fun, man. They were funny as shit. And they were not, well, yeah, they're funny as shit, but they were also really interesting. You know, 'cause they gave a lot of, they talked a lot about how, you know, about the process and everything, and their stories for. Seriously, I'm gonna carry this, huh? Oh, come on. You could have gave me that. I was having fun. Jesus Christ, you guys, get on the fucking point. God damn it. But yeah, so I've been meaning to get back into go into these panels and stuff, and I didn't when I went to New York City Comic Con. I squandered it. But I still had a fun time. So, you know. There was a giant bumblebee costume. There was this adorable little Asian girl who did a diva that was kind of a combination. It was kind of a combination diva and mech all in one. And it was so cool, man. She was so happy. Big smile, man. She was hamming it up, man. She knew she was hot shit. It's awesome.
Mercy in Bereitschaftsdienst.
See if, yeah, what I figured. Fuck.
Let me get you patched up. Damage and
Want to take care of that there? I was gonna say, as soon as I walk away from this fucking point or whatever objective. Oh fuck.
Did someone call a doctor?
I'm bitching because there's nobody on the fucking objective. Basically is what I'm saying. And if I go out into the field to try to help people, heal them, I'm gonna get killed.
Let me get you patched up.
I'm moving the payload.
There we go. That's cool.
You needed a doctor? Fire at will.
Shit, I'm dead.
Heroes
There
never
we go.
die. Let's get you back out there.
God damn it, you guys. Stay on a fucking point. Make me carry it. I'm a fucking support, you dicks.
Where does it hurt?
What are you doing up there? Well, he's dead. Am I gonna be dead? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah, he's a fucking idiot. There we go. Ah, shit. Ah, well. I'm not gonna complain. We got it most of the way. I just can't believe they didn't focus on me sooner. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm getting all the shittiest fucking classes tonight. It knew I was bitching about it, so it's like, hey, you want to be Roadhog, huh? Okay. Have all the Roadhog in the world. Fuck you. Fuck you. There we go. And there we go.
Victory.
Yeah, we got a loot box. Because loot boxes is life.
Play of the game.
Oh. Hey! I don't see too many Mercy plays of the game. Holy shit.
This is not the end.
Oh, yes. Alright, gotta give it to somebody. Hey, you know, if you stay in the objective, you're a good guy. So we'll give it to him. Alright, here we go. We are in this side of the universe, where we do not know what is inside the loot box, the Halloween loot box. We don't know. I don't know yet. You could hit rewind right now or fast forward if you're time shifting this. And you could go look and then come back to this time, and then you'll know. I don't know yet. It's still in the future. The computer knows, though, because these are predetermined. As soon as you get it, It's already got your items in it. But I don't know yet. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, fuck you, Winston. Yep. Give her the stuff you don't want for the classes you don't play. That's how the system works. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. All right. Let's keep it going.
Traveling to Numbani.
I like, the hell's his name?
Established.
Punch guy. I can't think of his fucking name. Punchman. Punchman. Daniel Q. Punchman.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
I can't wait to get into the fight.
Who's the other guy I kind of haven't really clicked with yet? There we go. Anger. Hamster anger.
5, 4, 3.
I'm getting enough. There we go.
Attack commence. Capture objective.
But I still enjoy playing because I just think he's cool as shit. Not the hamster, but well, yeah, the hamster too. But I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Get me out of here. Well, at least you're contributed, I guess. It's, I still don't get half. Goodbye! Goodbye! Oh, he's pissed. He's coming for me. That's alright. Leave your teammates. Come follow me, a silly hamster.
Enemy contact.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, can I get out of this? Can I get out of this? And should I spend the time trying to get out of this? Oh, there we go. I'm back, bitch. I've almost got my, Oh, fuck. I've almost got my ult, so I kind of want to try to stay alive. That was amazing. I'm so glad I got that. Then we're just gonna swing in and, dump my hamster load in the middle of the, objective. Hopefully. That's the plan, anyway. Alright, we get the goods. No! Oh, you son of a bitch.
Enemy turret within my sight.
Damn it, I don't want to wait. Come on, hurry up. I just want to live long enough to deploy. Oh shit, I wonder if it's gonna take my balls away when I respawn as a different class. Ah, but it did. Fuck!
Is without form.
Alright, so my problem was I should have the plan is to stay alive in addition to where are you?
Enemy seen. Enemy turret ahead.
do not want to nerf that. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, go fuck yourself.
Science will reveal the
When it
truth.
gets like this. Like you're like stuck and you can't make any headway.
This will heal
60
you.
seconds remaining.
Dude. I got you.
My ultimate is charged.
Yeah, whatever. I was hoping to get that health pack and then get the fuck out of there, but... Oh, Genji! Awesome.
Lucio coming at you.
Enemy turret here.
I have no idea. It's a lost cause. Yeah, whatever. It's a lost cause. Yeah.
Defeat.
Lost cause. Let's see.
Now entering the temple of Anubis.
Oh shit, Arrow's on tonight, man.
I will be your shield.
The new season, been fucking amazing, man. Well, not amazing. I'm like, obviously I'm
A little more time.
being hyperbolic, but it's really good. With
Greetings.
Oliver in jail now, I'm
Incoming in 30 seconds.
living life in prison, just trying to stay alive. Everybody knows who he is, you know, and it's not the sort of show to pull like a Doctor Strange and just wipe everybody's memory. Because I guess that's how they reset Peter Parker's identity revelation in Spider-Man after Civil War. I guess Doctor Strange just wiped everybody and everybody forgot.
My shield's up.
One.
Taking the
Attackers
hit.
incoming.
Which is one fucking hell of a cop-out.
I'm under attack.
Enemy turret ahead.
Best offense is a good defense.
So yeah, and I hope they keep it that way, man. Let it be the status quo. Let it be like, well, now this is his phase of his life where now all of his chickens have come home to roost, you know, and he's got to deal with it. And man, I'll tell you, the one that the actress that plays Felicity, holy shit, she got assaulted by Diaz. That was dumb. She got assaulted by Diaz at the end of the first episode, and man, ever since, her character has just been like beaten up, and she looks like she's been put through the ringer, and she's really selling it. It's really impressive. To the point where I actually think maybe the actress has something wrong. Yeah, this is a failure. Just let it end. Okay.
Our world is
Yep. Yeah, let's let it go.
Defeat.
Next. Boy.
Welcome to Rialto.
Flash isn't too bad. Although I'm having a hard time believing that this particular character that they've introduced is like a
Is without form.
he's supposed to be like Jack the Ripper for metahumans or something, and in like
Attack commences.
he's even Supergirl's never been able to catch her. They mentioned the League, Supergirl, the Arrow,
Glory to be one.
Flash. None of them have been able to capture this guy, supposedly, and that seems kind of a bit unbelievable, especially when you see the guy in action. He doesn't seem that interesting.
Acknowledge.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Moira by your side.
Escort the payload.
I excited the enemy.
There we go. We gotta get. Oh, here we go.
I'm under attack.
Oh, you fuck! Little fucking flanking action going on there. I was kind of hoping to. Damn it!
Moves towards our desired outcome. Thinking here.
Hello, can I help you? Oh man, you couldn't even center that bell. Or is that some kind of high-tech anti-grav thing? Alright, so now we've gotten that guy off balance because he knows somebody's walking around here. Oh. Oh, man, dude. Come on. I was hitting recall, too, man. That's fucking bullshit.
Everything can be hacked.
All
And
right.
everyone.
The
Oh, look at
payload
this
has
fuck.
reached the checkpoint.
¿Extrañaste?
Oh, you fucker.
Always leave yourself a back door.
The payload's under my
Alright.
protection. Sombra online.
The payload is under my protection.
He vuelto.
Here you go, old man.
Feeling much better.
Ah, sweet revenge. Damn it.
Helden sterben nicht.
There we go. Oh, fuck. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, you little... Well, at least he's dead. Legends has been... Like, it hit the ground running, man. That show...
One kill.
Oh, man, that show is just... Oh, look at this fucker.
Payload's moving out. Keep it covered.
Nerf this!
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, that show hit the ground running. Because it's, you know, that was a show... I've told this story before in other places. That's a show that I didn't like at all its first season. It was, I was just making fun of it. I was using it like Mystery Science Theater riffing material.
Target down.
Shield's taking damage.
But, oh, fuck! Fuck you.
Understood.
Come on, asshole. Come on, you monkey fuck.
Enemies over there.
Yes! Sniper double team. That was nice.
Enemy turret ahead.
See, take credit for somebody else's shot. That's how you do it. Hey, triggered, not destroyed. All right.
Enemy turret ahead.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Oh, fuck you, dude.
I needed that.
Enemy turret ahead. What a pop.
There we go.
This is not the end. Rally to me!
Enemy turret ahead.
Oh, come on, man.
Defense.
I was kind of hoping I would have gotten distracted by the other players so I could have got a couple shots on him. I couldn't kill him.
The cavalry's
Fucking
here.
Tracer. But yeah, no, anyways, the show has really just gotten... It's just jumped from last place to... quite literally first place, man. It's just that much fun. The show just does not give a shit. It has fun.
Victory.
And this season, they brought back Constantine from previous season and from his previous show with the same actor. So they got Constantine on the show as a regular, and they've kind of taken the show into more of a supernatural kind of realm. And man, it is fun. They get a bloodthirsty unicorn, and it would eat people's hearts out, and it was invading. I can't think. What the fuck is wrong with me? Woodstock. So you had and it changed the timeline. So instead of it just being Woodstock as in Woodstock, it was the Woodstock Massacre, because they found all these people who died and it was brutal and everything. It was a fucking unicorn, man. It was awesome. This most cool thing. That'll be memorable. I gotta die so quick.
4, 3,
Keep playing Genji.
1. Attackers incoming.
So if I can get this health pack, and it's gone. Come on, so close, and there we go.
I am repaired.
Oh, I'm on D. I'm an idiot. Wow. I'm surprised it lasted that long, man.
Enemy turret ahead.
Objective lost.
Only through conflict
Objective B.
we evolve.
Doomfist. There he is. Couldn't think of his name earlier. Yeah, that's about as long as I last with Doomfist. Most of the time.
I found it.
Time.
We're all soldiers now.
Alright. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Jesus Christ. So we got 3.
I will prove myself.
At least you're not advancing.
Let me patch that out.
Come on, bitch. Of course. Yeah. Oh, what a cherry on top. Give me fucking Roadhog.
Play of the game.
Alright, let's get out of here. Let's see where we are in our career. So we're probably going to get at least 2 more of these things. I wonder if we're going to... Yeah, I'll get more. We'll do it on hard. Make it a little more interesting. Well, it doesn't really. And somebody's already taken fucking Torb. Awesome. Fucking awesome. Okay.
Only 4 they will.
I like playing Torb.
My
boy, man.
And his minions.
Yeah, it looked like.
Dr. Junkenstein laughed at his minions.
Oh, come on. Come on, dude. Do it. Yes, thank you, even though it's largely pointless. 3 seconds before it fucking ends.
The doors are not what I'm concerned about. here. Understood.
I like friendly players. Oh. Gotta remember we're on hard now, not normal. It's gonna be a little more intense.
I've got you in my sights.
Ah, that's wasted. Utterly wasted. So let's see what else is out there. Supergirl. There you go. You know what? I've said this on Twitter.
Get ready. Over the ramparts.
I love the show. I love Supergirl. I think the actors are awesome. I think the characters are fun.
I've got you in my
But I always felt that when they like to wear their politics on their sleeve over there. You know, they like to they have no problem challenging expectations and dealing with topics that are a little sensitive, you know? Maybe current hot button topics. And that's part of its charm. It's a very upbeat show. It's a very progressive, very positive series. It's definitely lighter than most of the CW fare.
dark presence coalescing.
God, I'm not even paying attention.
Come over here. Get here. The Reaper comes for your soul.
But when they try to tackle these issues, they tend to just shoehorn it
The Reaper was
in, and it kind of feels forced.
the witch of the wild.
It doesn't feel organic. It ends up being like,
Monk band.
hey, look at us tackling this topic. We're making it front and center. And all this shit. And it doesn't.
The Reaper's
It ends up
curse
feeling
is
more. It really feels forced. Because they do, and the writing tends to not have the subtlety.
Taking out the welcome mat. What sort of monster do you think the Reaper?
So when season 4 started out, it turned out that they were going to start tackling.
Enemies on the bridge.
Oh shit! Oh.
I've got you in my
That
sights.
they were going to start tackling xenophobia and, you know, they were going to basically, fascist xenophobia versus aliens, you know, which is just a surrogate for, immigrants and what have you. So when it turned out that they were going to make the whole season based on that topic, it was not encouraging, considering their track record. Even though I agree with the topics, you know.
Everyone, heal up.
And the first episode was not of this season was not too encouraging.
What drives a man to such madness?
To be tested.
Oh yeah, but you know, and I was kind of hesitant to go back to the show because it's like, man, I don't want to sit through their very ham-fisted way of telling these stories. But I did. And you know what? Second episode wound up being really, really good. They told some really good stories. They, it wound up being a much more deftly told story than they would normally have, than I would normally have given it credit for.
Beast was slain.
What's more interesting is that they had a transgender woman that they brought onto the show, and I was skeptical of that. Not because, you know, there's anything wrong with it or anything like that, but because it just feels like, okay, here's Supergirl trying to, you know, it's like including. That's a complicated topic. I am. Let me just say, I am completely for diversity in casting and in writing and in the writers' room. I think you should have a diverse quantity of voices and stuff, but from the outside, people aren't ready for these kinds of things. They tend to be... I mean, some of us are. I mean, like, I'm fine with it. I have no problem at all. You know, it's like female doctor for Doctor Who. Fuck yeah, bring it on. That's great. Okay, and they have a more diverse cast and everything. But for people that aren't ready for that sort of thing, it gets difficult. You know, they see it as kind of like themselves being ejected from the conversation. You know, it's like all of a sudden we're no good, and you know, because you're white and all this shit. And it's baloney, but they see it as a threat. You know, and so they're going to be really resistant to any kind of change to the status quo. And that is their problem. But I think that if you want to have a smoother integration of these things, you know, and kind of deal with the Archie Bunkers of the world and kind of bring them over to your side, I think you need to be, you know, don't just flip the switch on every little decision you make. It's because, you know, as far as casting or, you know, hiring and stuff, it's because they're gonna be resistant to it. It's gonna make them harder to, it's gonna make them less, it's stupid. It's completely stupid. These people are, I don't know. You see that everywhere. It's like, yeah, Miles Morales as Spider-Man. Oh, you're hiring it because he's black. Oh, and you get Ironheart for Iron Man. You know, oh, it's just black, and a woman, so that's why you're doing it. And it's like, no, man, it's, you know, maybe that is why they're doing it, because they want diversity, but, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. That's fucking awesome. I like those characters. The fuck, man? But when you have to deal with this other side, if you have any kind of hope of ever living with these kinds of more closed-minded people, I mean, it's going to take time to get them used to it. It's tough. So yeah, so like I said, when they introduced, you know, they said, oh, we're going to have a transgender actress on the show this year and all that, I was kind of skeptical because I know that's just going to be one more thing for them to kind of fuck up.
They're coming across the bridge.
because, you know, because like I said, they have a bad track record of implementing these things in a believable, fluid fashion, organic fashion. But no, man, they did it, and it was great, and it was a really heartwarming story. I mean, it was, and you know, I think that as long as you can pull off stories like in the way that they did, it's I think it'll be fine. It'll work fine. You know, good optics, good stories. It was pretty badass, man. So, yeah, and then this year's or this season's, oh my god, this week's episode ended up kind of dealing with where is she? Gotta get her first. Ended up dealing with what causes a person to turn from somebody who's actually a good guy into a xenophobic fascist. Oh shit. And it told a really good story.
Just as his creator, exhausted.
In fact, it might even be my favorite. It was a story that was told from a villain's point of view to show basically how he became to be, the asshole that he turned into, and they did a really good job of portraying that. Man, I mean, it was heartbreaking and it was terrifying at the same time, because this was a guy. He started out as like kind of a loving family man, and you know, his family's just going through some bad times, and his father was a real racist asshole and all that shit. But they showed how he became a jerk. Yeah, let's give it to your healer, man. Come on. So they went from being a show that was really bad at being at kind of showing these kinds of message stories, and they pulled something out, man. I don't know if they get a new writer for this stuff or what, but I was very impressed. It's good stuff. So Supergirl is now gone from being kind of like a chore for me to watch to I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they do next. I have a feeling it's going to be like with Diaz on Archer on that's funny transposition on Arrow. There was an episode with Diaz that was holy shit. I mean, it showed his origin kind of, and it was amazing. The actor's awesome. And they told a really fantastic story. They kind of fucked it up at the end, but for that whole episode, it was just the Diaz show, and they made him really compelling and interesting until they didn't. And this was kind of like this episode of Supergirl this week was kind of like that, but for this other guy who was also a great actor and an interesting villain because of, you know, how he started. So, man, I'm just... Bird's killing me. And I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I don't want to play fucking Junkenstein. So, Supergirl's so good.
Welcome to...
Basically, The Flash is... Oh, God. The Flash is the show that's kind of on the bottom of the list so far. So far. And it's not bad. So we'll see. They're all pretty strong this season.
So many targets, so little time.
Oh my gosh, why am I so tired? Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this up there. And then we're gonna hack this one.
Five, 4, 3,
Then go hack the other one.
1. Attackers incoming.
Translocate.
Defend objective A.
If we can.
Walk it off.
Be right back. Don't mind me.
Oh, you ass. I mean, fair enough.
This will help. Thank you.
Much better.
Oh, look how she has that skill, so she can see. Oh, you fuck.
Initiating the hack. Much better. Beacon in place.
Thanks. Powering up.
There we go. Oh, how are you almost dead? You're right near your friggin' spawn, man. There we go. I'm strong like food. Oh yeah. Good shit.
See you later. Feeling much
See you
better.
later, alligator.
I might need this later.
There we go.
Translocating. Much better.
Man, that's so cheap.
Don't mind me. Always leave
You
yourself
just
a back.
beam out of there.
Ultimate is ready. Come on.
Apagando las luces.
Oh, come on. So close. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I'm out of here. Fire at will. Be right back.
somebody out of there. There we go. There we go. Going down.
¿Qué tal?
Oh.
Translocating. Mucho mejor.
I didn't want to risk it.
Beacon in place.
Little fucking Lolitas that get you every time. Ooh.
Feeling much better.
Let's get in there.
Online. They are
I might need this later.
Special attack.
Shit. Shit.
I'm out of here. Mucho mejor. Hey.
Oh, you little fucker. Damn. Oh, shit. I was hoping to get behind those guys and launch my shit.
60 seconds.
Ultimate, I mean.
remaining.
My ultimate shit.
I'm
Oh, fucking Roadhog again.
Apocalypse.
Now, let me be, like, fucking Anna or Torb or... Wouldn't that be insane if it actually picked based on how bad you are? Well, I guess it would make sense.
30 seconds remaining.
On me.
If we hold them here, we win.
Oh, you little
Enemy
bastard.
turret ahead.
Oh, man. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
Overtime.
And you gave me Genji again.
Objectives.
The fuck, man?
Stop the payload.
Yeah, we gotta get this fucking turret. Oh, come on, dude, what? I don't want to see the kill cam.
Junkrat primed and ready.
I wonder how many people I piss off when I select the
Para reporting.
objective and do that. I want to defend the payload. Yeah, who doesn't? Fuck. Yep. Of course. That's the only problem with Bastion is that once you realize you've deployed to a bad spot, it's really difficult to... Come on, drop the fucking thing. Yeah, not that it matters.
Widowmaker here. Symmetra reporting.
Yeah, I know I'm a little rusty and out of practice doing the streaming thing, but man, I don't remember it being this difficult to keep conversation going while playing. I think it might. Overwatch might have something to do with it, because I got to think about that. Sure use some fucking help, you guys. Son of a bitch. Wow. Oh, fuck you, Mercy. May. Sucks. There you go, good boy.
Together, we are strong.
Hanzo,
Lost cause. Let's go. Oh, hey. Oh, don't waste it on me. Yeah. Get him, boy. Holy shit. Man, that was nice.
Science will reveal the truth.
Ah, fuck you.
Defeat.
Here, suck that. Alright.
Welcome to Blizzard.
I'll be
Aww. Hamster blocked. Well, let's get
I'll be
some
busy soon enough.
some dancing going down here. Come on.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
That is not what they're for. Yo.
So yeah, speaking of Doctor Who, new Doctor, she's all right. I like her. She's what's interesting, I noticed. Yeah, I know, I'm hot. I just get away from me. Ugh. Here, have some shit.
Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
Everyone, move together.
I want to give it to him. Oh shit! Oh, you scamp! Ah, shit. Retreat!
Bet you didn't see that coming.
Oh, go fuck yourself. Yeah, new Doctor. She's awesome. I mean, she's she's a good actress. And she's, like somebody said, they think she must be channeling David Tennant. And there's times you can see it, man. She's definitely got the grin. The show definitely has a fresh feel to it. It feels quite a bit different in the best way. Oh, you sneaky bastard.
Welcome to the shop.
Companions are pretty cool.
Oh, let's break it.
Kind of feel like the music is kind of forgettable. It's just kind of there. Although some people are like, "It's awesome, it's great," and it's like, all right, if you notice it and it sounds good, then good on you, man. But Jesus Christ.
Much better. I've got you in my sights.
Oh, fuck you.
I've got you in my sights.
But yeah, like the Rosa Parks episode was really good. It's like from a history perspective, it was pretty sweet. Yeah, that's right. I was kind of hoping I could just zoom through. But from a Doctor Who story perspective, it was kind of forgettable. It was like you had a bad guy, and he was doing bad guy things because I'm a bad guy. And it just didn't work. But apparently that wasn't actually the point of it. It was just to have a cool moment of Rosa Parks. Because, hey, call back to educational Doctor Who. I guess. Well, while they're playing over there,
I'm taking the objective. Converge on me.
they'll be here any second. Well, I did my job.
Thank you.
60.
Yeah, the Rosa Parks episode was, the bad guy was just completely uninteresting. He was just disrupting the timeline because, and I even went back to it afterwards to kind of see if I was just exaggerating or what. Jesus Christ, dude. I know, he had his ultimate. Man, that's frustrating. I was really in a mood to snipe.
I'll be watching
30 seconds.
Come on, Hanzo. Do some shit. Come on, Hanzo. Kill him, motherfucker, will you?
Your support has arrived.
Oh, Jesus Christ, seriously? Yeah, that was a waste.
Defeat.
Well, I get a loot box at least for losing. Nah, that's my career shit. Oh, let's see what we got. I'm not even gonna like tease this one. I'm just like, fuck it, open it, don't care. Yeah, whatever. What do I have for him already? Oh, this one. Yeah, there we go. I like that one. Let's just do this. Let's just put this fucking thing out of its misery. So yeah, so he was just basically changing the timeline because evil, and that's it. And then at one point during the episode, they shot him with a time displacement gun, or whatever it was, one of the companions, and sent him into the past. Are we really not going to follow up on that? You're just going to send him into the past? A guy who is actively trying to change the timeline by changing pivotal moments in history. You're going to just send him randomly into the past. He's going to kill a fucking dinosaur, and then we're all going to have 4 arms. Okay, that's cool, but I don't know. Essentially, they were trying to say that Rosa Parks standing up to the bus driver was a pivotal moment in history. And apparently not just Earth history, but cosmic history. And that's a bit much to swallow, but definitely on Earth.
Where the lord of the castle has called for heroes to come to his aid.
But the actress that played Rosa Parks, she was really good. So I didn't really care because they were so good, so you get to enjoy it on that level. So whatever, you know, that's fine. And then this week's episode had a bunch of giant spiders and a Donald Trump surrogate. He was an American, he loves his guns, and why don't we just shoot the spiders and all this shit. And it was boring. I hate spiders anyway, so.
Hey, you're a werewolf.
Oh, God.
Understood.
It was kind of weird. The doctor got all pissed off because somebody killed the giant spider. A giant spider that was dying, so it probably would have been considered euthanasia. But still, the doctor got pissed. And then they lead all the spiders in the building into a room, and then they forget to follow up on that and end the episode. And instead, it just goes off to another scene, and it's the strangest thing. So it wouldn't know if like something happened where like a scene got cut or what. And then things happen. then the doctor goes home.
Get ready for select!
But Jodie's portrayal of the doctor is kind of interesting. You know, it's like, with a few exceptions, you know, the doctor kind of, you know, I mean, especially with Tennant, he sometimes he was a bit emotional. I don't mean emotional, I mean he guards his feelings. Like typical man bullshit, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. But this doctor doesn't seem to have a problem putting on a frown and being scared and being sad and letting you know she's sad. So it's a little unsettling, but it's fine. It fits within the. Holy shit, that was quick.
The Reaper is dead.
Anyway, new body, new personality, new form. It makes complete sense. I gotta let my goo out. Sorry.
Turning up the heat. It's coming across the breach. Fire on the left. Working great.
Thanks.
Shock fire on the right.
I'm trying to think what else is going on here. Kind of running dry on random topics. Probably another reason why it's not good to stream this. Can't this just be over? I don't want to play this anymore. Oh, that's exciting, huh? For you. Hell yeah. Oh shit. Ah, it's too early, but dude, it made for a cool scene, more or less. I was actually thinking the summoner was next, but she's not.
With a shot from his revolver, the gunslinger dropped the monster.
This is alright.
You come back, the monster!
It's definitely the better part of playing a single player game. There's more to comment on. More interesting things going on. Here it's just shoot, 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 shoot. Bitch about something, shoot, 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 shoot.
Pierre became charged with the arcade.
Oh, yeah.
As the summoner appeared in their midst.
The dragon's fire.
Plenty of Q to go around. That's my,
Was as good as his
damn, boy!
And he found his mark.
Fire on the right!
I didn't know you could kill him that fast. I mean, yeah, headshots, but still.
Power overwhelming!
Look how fast that fucking ultimate fills.
Do you appreciate my
And again, I enjoy it, but I know somebody else isn't. In this case, bots, but, you know, whatever. Alright, asshole.
All regret the day you laughed at Dr. Jameson Junkenstein!
Dr. Junkenstein lobbed his bombs in the castle. The explosion with a well-aimed shot. The gunslinger...
Oh, fuck you, dude.
Junkenstein. That's another from you, Dr. Junkenstein.
Oh, don't get cocky, Torb.
The Reaper had been fed, but the Wanderers felt sure that he would return.
I'm overloading!
But doesn't the Viking get any credit? Huh? Whoa!
It's coming over the red! It's coming from the right!
Alright, nice.
That's what I mean.
The Vikings struck down the Reaper.
There you go. The Viking did a thing. He was very proud.
That's it. Time to let off some steam!
In the midst of the
There we
battle,
go.
Junkenstein's most powerful ally.
Oh, so close.
Great!
My servants never die.
Torbass.
Magic made Junkenstein's creation more powerful than ever. His body crackled with unholy might. The Viking looked
There we go.
over the witch's unmoving form, knowing they not
The bitch is slain.
Well, don't get too smoked, Torb.
I'm overloading!
The Vikings scoffed at the now still
There we go. Oh man, my turret's gone. No wonder.
And the monster fell, just as his creator. Exhausted, battered, bruised.
I know that
Four
feeling.
heroes entered the castle
And that waistline.
to receive their rewards.
Little gloves and shit on the ground. Aw, man. Alright. This is it. Last loot box of the night. Now we're going to say a prayer. Put your hands together and pretend to be serious. Our Father who art in heaven, give me a gold skin from the new holiday loot box. Do it, or I'll punch you in the nuts. Amen. Alright, here we go. Ready? This is gonna happen. Do it, do it, do it. Awesome. Perfect. That went exactly to plan. See? It's the power of prayer. Alright. We're I'm gonna put this up. And we'll try to do this a little more. Maybe just getting this one out of the way. Getting me out there again, doing it. I think it'll encourage me to do that a little more often. And holy crap, it's 2 in the morning. And I just realized that the ticker on the screen, the time, has not updated. So because I have a little separate app that does that. And I completely forgot to run it. This kind of thing should be built in. Fix the time. Come on. There it goes. It's 2 in the morning. On Tuesday, 2018, 10th of December. It's now the night before Halloween. I'm gonna go TP myself. It'll be fun. I'm very tired. Alright. So I will see you next time, whenever that is. Maybe sooner than later this time. Anyhow, have a good evening.